Hello, welcome to another Dominion 6 Mod Nation showcase. Today we're taking a look at Middle Age Vori, Pure Blood Elves. This nation is loosely based on the lore from Heroes Chronicles, Might and Magic 7 and Might and Magic 8. The land of Vori was mentioned several times in these games. That's a large island covered in snow and ice, but not because of its geographical position, but due to there being a sort of frost, an ancient artifact. It's the nation of snow elves, or pure elves, or true elves, who are living a very isolated lives. There's not much known about it. Judging by the description of Valeska, the castle hero, they should have some time powers. And judging by the bits of lore that you find in Might and Magic 7 and 8, there, aside from the elves, there should be barbarian tribes and frost giants in the land of Vori. And these giants are known for their cheese. And that's all you've got. Nothing else. So I had to come up with basically everything here. Alright, let's see what I got. We have two starting sites. The first one is Voli. It produces 3 water gems, 1 air gem, 1 glamour gem, and Chamber of Time and Training that you can enter for combat training. So that's the hyperbolic time chamber. The ideal cold is 2 and the Dominion spreads cold scales. We have a lot of units and commanders, and about half of them are locked behind terrain requirements. Vori Militia is a simple elf with baseline human stats, higher precision, higher magic resistance, higher lifespan, of course. They use ice spears, that's magical weapons, but only leather armor and shields. They're resistant to cold, have snow move and dark vision 50. Vori warriors have ice spears, ice javelins, and ice studded armor. That is magic armor. Vori archers are female redheads. I thought that would be appropriate because Jelu is a half Vori elf and he is very pale and has red hair. They have some armor, ice knives, short bows, not ice bows. And their precision is quite high, 12. There are also Vori sharpshooters who have precision 13. They have composite bows, ice knives, and ice studded armor. Vori blade dancers wield 2 ice blades, ice studded armor, and are ambidextrous. They have high skills, but the lack of shields and helmets is not very good. Vori Ice Warrior wields an ice blade, has proper ice armor, whose protection increases with the cold scale and well, decreases with the heat scales, has a shield, and Formation Fighter 2. And the capital only sacred is the Vori Ice Guard, who has an ice glaive that hits hard and is a magical weapon. Full ice armor, including an ice helmet, sacred, susceptibility to fire, cold resistance, snow move, castle defense bonus, dark vision 50, cold power, ice armor 2, and formation fighter 2. They cost a lot, but they are strong in the cold scales. Somewhat reminds me of Vetiheim, but they still have size 3, so they are not as overwhelming even with formation fighter 2. Tundra warriors can be recruited in non-fort provinces. They are foreign recruits. They are basic barbarians with spears, javelins, leather cuirass, and snow move. Snow Stalkers also can be recruited in non-fort provinces. They have full leather armor, battle axes that deal a lot of damage, they have snow move, and they are stealthy. Raven Riders. They ride giant ravens. They have light lances, javelins, and leather cuirass. They have snow move and skilled rider 1. The giant raven itself is a smart mount with animal, force survival, mounted survival, flying, and 2 attacks. They can be recruited in non-fort highlands and mountains. Also in non-fort highlands and mountains you can find frost giant maulers who have 2 fist attacks, full leather armor, reinforced leather caps, susceptibility to fire, cold resistance, no move, and berserker. So they just go ham. Frost giant warriors also can be recruited in non-fort highlands and mountains. They are susceptible to fire, cold resistant, and they have proper shields and ice axes. Finally, there are frost giant dragon hunters who have ice long spears. That's the troop lineup. The commanders. The Vori scout is just a scout, I do not really have anything to say here. Vori commander is commander, nothing special. Vori war leader. Vori war leader, why don't you have ice protection? You have ice armor but no ice protection, like the Vori guard. I have to fix it. Vori Snow Priest is just a Holy One priest. And he uses a quarterstaff. Why does he have a fist? I will also fix this. Vori Sky Speaker is a woman with air 1, water 1, and a random of air or water. She has Fortune Teller 5. Vori Snowcaster is an air 1 water 2 mage with a guaranteed air water random and a 50% water air. So there is a chance to get a water 4 mage outside the capital. But water magic is not that strong, but that's still good. Susceptible to fire and has dark vision. Vori Past Gazer is a air 1 glamour 2 mage with a guaranteed air or glamour random and a 20% chance to get air or water. And he has Adept Researcher. And the capital only slow to recruit guy that also should not have a fist but a staff is the Voice of the Ancients. Very expensive, air 2, glamour 2, holy 2, guaranteed air or glamour random and a 20% air or glamour, and also Adept Researcher 4. So the thing here is that I wanted to use a glamour magic and blood magic because they are almost non-existent in all the other Might and Magic nations that I made. We also have terrain-dependent commanders. Frost Giant Tundra Scout can be recruited in non-fort mountains. It's a scout with a nice spear. Snowstalker Leader is a stealthy commander. Tundra Chief is just a normal commander for barbarians that found a helmet somewhere. Frost Giant Jarl is a Holy One commander priest of the Frost Giants. Raven Speaker is an Astral 1 Death 1 with a 40% chance to get another death random with Snow Move, Beastmaster 1 and Inept Researcher 3. And keep in mind that this is a slow to recruit mage. Frost Giant Spear Speaker is a Death 1 Blood 1 mage with a guaranteed random of water, death, glamour or blood. And he has Spirit Side because he's a Spirit Speaker after all. And finally, he's also a slow to recruit mage. They are slow to recruit mages because I wanted this to be an elf nation, not a giant nation. The final slow to recruit mage is the Frost Giant Ice Shaper, who has Water 1, Earth 1, and a guaranteed Water, Earth, Astral, Death random. He has Ice Armor, Master Smith, and Ice Forging. Alright, let's take a look at the showcase version. Give me a second. There it is. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm a dumbass. We do not have any heroes, unfortunately, because most of the named characters that belong to the Vori elf race do not have anything aside from their names. So I guess I could come up with some of them myself. The summons. In Blood 4 you get Bind Ice Demon. That's a Blood 2 Water 2 spell. For 10 slaves you get an Ice Demon. This mantis-shaped dude with 4 magic claws. Susceptibility to fire, cold resistance, need not eat, flying, snow move, demon, dark vision, cold power and ice protection 2. They are blenders and 2 of them can fit per square. In Blood 9 you get Infernal Hail, that's a Blood 5 Water 2 spell. For 50 slaves you get 12 plus ice demons. Then in Conjuration 5 you get Summon Frost Drake. That's a Water 3 Air 1 spell. For 8 gems you get a Frost Drake. They have a Bite, a Tail Slap, and a Drake Frost attack. That's an area weapon. They are susceptible to fire, cold resistance, chill aura, flying, snow move, ice protection, and undisciplined. So they are basically a crossbreeds between ice drakes and wyverns. In Conjuration 3 you get Time Shift Sharpshooters. That's a Water 1 Glamour 1 spell. For 6 gems you get 5 Time Shifted Sharpshooters. You can only cast the spell in the Chamber of Time and Training. So basically you send in some sharpshooters, make them train, and they emerge much better. They're sacred, they have high skills, precision 15, and they are good. And they, unlike most of the other summons, these ones do require upkeep. In Conjuration 4 you get Time Shift Warriors. That's a Water 3 Glamour 1 spell. For 8 gems you get 8 Time Shifted Warriors. Also you can only cast the spell at the site called the Chamber of Time and Training. That's the same concept, but for the Ice Warriors. They have Ice Armor, Ice Swords, Ice Javelins, and very high skills for normal troops, and they also require upkeep. Finally, in Conjuration 5 you get Raise Frostmourne. That's a Death 3 Water 1 spell. For 4 gems you get 1 Frostmourne. That's a Life Drain Giant Zombie with Spore Amphibian, Fear, Pierce Resistance, Susceptibility to Fire, Cold Resistance, Poison Resistance, Undead, Inanimate, Need Not Eat, Chill Aura, Mindless, No Move, Never Heals, Ice Armor, and what? That should be Natural Armor. I'll fix it. And Undisciplined. Now let's take a look at the pretenders. I think we have 3 national pretenders. The first one is the Frost Titan, has an enchanted sword, Water 2, Blood 1, Regeneration 10, Cold Resistance, Chill Aura, Snow Move, Mountain Survival, Spirit Side, Cold Power 1, Ice Armor 2, that's That also should be natural armor, because he doesn't wear any ice armor, and produces 1 water gem per turn and has ice fortune 20. Then the frost dragon has all the normal blue dragon attacks, is a water 2 pretender with fear 10, mountain survival, forest survival, cold resistance, flying, inept smith, inept researcher, ice fortune 20, and dragon master. It cannot shapeshift. And finally you get the Azure Dragon, the most powerful monster in Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It costs a lot, it has extremely high skills and stats, it is intentionally tuned up, but is made very expensive. Water 1, Glamour 1, Dread 5 instead of Fear, O 3, Cold Resistance, No Move, Flying, Mountain Survival, Inept Smith, Inept Researcher, Affliction Resistance, and Dragon Master. And that's... wait, no, that's not... no, that's it. That's not a national pretender. So, Vori is more or less an original nation that was based on a few lines of lore. I think that's... wait, no, I will do another Heroes of Might and Magic 3 nation based on the new Factory faction from the Horn of the Abyss mod, but I haven't finished it yet. I am in the middle of my other project where I'm porting nations from Heroes of Might and Magic 5, 6, 7 to this game, and I have a bunch of other nations that you can find on Steam Workshop. I'll show them off too. So thank you for watching, I will see you next time.